What's up, Andrew? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Not as good as you. You're sopping wet. You're just running through the sprinklers
With the
and
kiddos.
inside information.
I'm actually in a good mood because I'm feeling very manly because I fixed our exterior outlet. The exterior outlets of our house weren't working,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to tell my wife that I fixed them.
But
I didn't
wait,
fix them; they just started working. But
I was gonna say, did you just push that button that's in the middle? I've fixed
that
some
is what I
outlets.
did.
Pushing
That
that
is
button
what
in
I
the
did.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, you fixed it. And you're like, yeah, it was harrowing.
You know what's sad is I actually called an electrician and he was like, I don't have any availability today. I was like, well, when do you? And he's like, because these outlets haven't worked since we moved here. And he's like, probably not till Tuesday. I'm like, well, I think they're connected because the previous owner told me they were working because I emailed him. And he was like, oh, well, it's probably a CFGI or whatever that switch is called. So if you toggle that, it should. And he was right.
He was right. That must have hurt his heart though, because I bet you he's gotten so many fat checks from just showing up and just pressing that button. Part of me wants to. We should start an electrician's business where we just go out, and every time we just press a button, and then if that doesn't work, then we just call in. When then we're just third party, and we relay the. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like we're really cheap. We just charge like $50. That's it. We come out, we press the button. That doesn't work, then we call in the big boys.
You mean the real electricians?
Yeah.
So then who pays for them? The customer?
The customer. Yeah. But we go, it's built into the, but like.
Oh, it's part of our service. Yeah.
Right.
We know
yeah.
people.
We're like a
They
middleman.
charge also.
Yeah. No, this is business. This is how apps are created. They just create middlemen.
I like it.
All right. Well, I can go first today. I have
Let's do it.
some big news in the Sleighter household. My wife is pregnant, so both of mine are going to be related to the pregnancy. And
I cannot wait. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, we because of this podcast, we decided to start a family. We were like, look.
Oh, we were running out of topics.
Yeah, just running out of things to talk about. So better get a baby. It's not fair. I'm like, Johnny has 3 kids. He's got way more ammo than I do.
Well, to be fair, I only had those 3 kids for stand-up material. So
right, yeah, and they're paying off. So great.
Wow, you are really dedicated to this podcast.
Yeah, I will do that. I will have a kid. I won't do the other legwork though. The promoting, the things that will actually make it successful is a bridge too far. But creating a family, I will do.
Right.
Okay, so the first part of this that I need backup on, me and my wife both need backup on, and I'm hoping that you'll be there for us, is there is nothing worse. And I told you, just transparency, I told Johnny before this pod, so Johnny already knew.
Yeah, so if my lack of enthusiasm seemed insensitive, it's because I already spilled it.
Right. So don't. I can see you writing the letters now. Put the pens down. Johnny is not in trouble, but
he is overly excited.
Multiple times we've told people, because you have to wait to tell people. You know the drill. You wait a few months, make sure everything's good, then you start to tell people. You still immediate family first. Then we started telling. Multiple times we've told people, friends or whoever, and they go, this is their reaction. They go, oh, I knew it. It's like, what do you mean you knew it?
Yeah.
First of all, what that robs us of all the joy of telling you. And if you knew it, you weren't asking, you weren't predicting it. You're
right.
Put your money with all these people seem to know that my wife, they weren't even around us. We've been quarantined. So it's not like they saw her and like, oh, we knew it. She was looking bigger or something. It wasn't that. They just knew it by the schedule of my life is so predictable, or our lives are so predictable that you knew this was, you know what I mean?
You know what they're doing? They're switching it. So you could be like, guess what? We're pregnant. I knew it. And then you have to be like, oh my God, how did you know? Well, so that they can be the focus.
You're right. That's exactly what it is. They want credit.
Yeah.
They're trying to steal our spotlight.
Yeah.
I knew it. Oh, I knew it. How did you know it? And also I don't like it because it's like I don't like this like I'm just have this typical normie sort of life. Like, oh yeah, you guys you got married, and then you know what comes next. It's like, look, we didn't even know it. This wasn't exactly planned. In the middle of a pandemic, it wasn't like perfect timing.
Right.
So we didn't know it.
Yeah, that was insensitive of them to not give you a heads up.
Right? You should have told us. If you knew it, you should have warned me.
They just want it. Yep, they just want it to be all about them.
You're so right. They're making it about. You want to make it about you, and your predictive skills and the way you can read people or something.
They want everyone to be like, oh my God, did you hear about Peggy? No, what, is she pregnant? No, but she predicted that someone else is. I mean, she didn't predict it, but after they told her, she said she already knew.
Right. We should get them cards,
Yeah.
Congratulations on your prediction of your friend's pregnancy.
After they told you.
It's a girl. You predicted a girl. And then everyone.
Is that what they're doing? Have they all?
Yeah,
are they all
they
doing
can all
that?
predict the sex. They all know the sex because of some weird. Oh, did she? Oh, you're wearing shoes with laces. It's gonna be a girl. Yeah. Like they all know if there's some ancient secret or something.
Oh, you have an aversion to cucumber? Yep. That's a girl.
That's a girl. Yeah. So that's I have not about the pregnancy thing, but I have a neighbor who's like that, who like no matter what the news is, she knows it. Sometimes I test her, but she'll be like, because like we had the curfew, there's curfews for the protests and stuff. And I was like, oh, it looks like we got a curfew. She's like, oh, I knew it. I knew they were going to do that. It's like, you knew they were going to put a curfew in America in a major. Wow, that is. Oh, I knew it. I knew they were going to do that. It's like, I think it's unprecedented. I don't remember a curfew in my adult life, but she knew it.
They are really squandering their superpowers.
I know, right? Like, go buy some lotto tickets or.
Yeah, no kidding.
Bet on stuff.
You just see them watching the numbers as they're getting pulled. 7. I knew it. Yep. 18. I knew it. Oh my God. 37. Yep. I knew it.
I don't know why I never buy a ticket.
I would have won every week.
I knew they were going to say that. I knew it.
Oh my gosh. People are so stupid.
I knew. Here's what I knew. I knew you were going to back me up on that.
Oh, without
a doubt. That was an easy one.
Without a doubt. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm not making a prediction. I'm just telling you. This is what will happen as soon as your baby's born. You will get a flood of, so when's she gonna get a brother or sister?
Right. When we get sloppy again.
When are you gonna get careless?
No, I've already gotten that. Well, from my mom, I've already gotten like, because we go over names, we talk about names, and then.
Are you? Let me ask you this: Are you sharing names, or is that just between you and her?
Yeah, I won't share it here. That's just opening it up too much to ridicule or disaster.
Right.
But
you are with like family and other people.
Yeah. Yes, and which is also opening up.
That's bold.
Yourself up. Yes, it is. But it's too hard to not talk about it. But then we'll say some names, and then like the second tier names or the name that's not rising to the top.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would be like, "Oh, well, you can use that for the brother or sister," and it's like, just that's maybe for the hamster or the goldfish.
Right.
Let's slow down a little bit. So.
Oh man,
that's pretty crazy.
Not my family. We won't. The names, everyone. It's tight-lipped because everyone has no problem giving their opinion. Oh my God, you can't, Erica? No, remember we had that neighbor? No, I was like, okay. My brother Luke, when his wife was pregnant, he was texting his wife a name that he thought they wanted, and he accidentally wrote to her on a text chain that had my mom on it, and my mom replied, nope, you're not doing that. I was
She
so,
wasn't
if that was me, I would have named my child that name out of spite.
right.
Ugh.
Right. And then the middle name would just be like text thread. I would. I think that's funny. Your mom, like, she would be the worst spy in the world. Like, she's got this unprecedented access. She's like listening in. She just immediately blows her cover. No, no, don't sell him the drugs. No, you're gonna go to prison if you do that.
Did you hear something come out of that lamp?
Don't. You're gonna make it worse if you. Oh, there's a gun. Don't make it worse. Already, you're already going to jail. We're trying to roll these guys up to get to the top guy. Let them complete the transaction.
But I heard what they were gonna do.
Yeah, I told them not to do it. Yeah, so we're that's the big one. If someone tells you they're pregnant or any big news that they're getting married, I feel like that happened when we got married too. Like, like when I told people I proposed, because you're gonna go on. You're going to do it somewhere of some significance,
Yeah.
And so you come back from Paris or something. Oh, you're engaged? Oh, I knew it. And you don't have to be the predictor person.
Right.
That's my advice to the world out there. But anyway, what's in your corner today? What do you need back?
Okay, so this is, I don't know if you're gonna, we'll see. So this is just,
like
this is
these
something,
ones.
this has been on my mind. It took me forever to find it. I had to scroll back and find the screenshot and take it, but it's a tweet and I don't like this and I got to get your take on it. Please tell me I didn't lose it. All right. So there's a tweet. Maybe you even saw it. Do you follow Todd Barry on your Twitter or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you see his thing about, okay, when we go back, here it is. Okay. I need every comedian to pledge that they won't do 1 second of coronavirus material when this is all over. I
didn't see that.
So that's from May 7th, but and it just has irked me ever since.
Yeah.
Well, like I get what he's doing. He's making it okay, blah blah blah. But like, it just irks me because it just seems like such a like. And I love Todd Barry. I'm a huge fan. I think he's hilarious. But like, I mean, my favorite comics do this all the time. But it's just like, it just gets in my head. Like, oh, is that what the cool comics are thinking? So wait. So now, if I do a joke about the virus, am I not cool? No. Is that hack or
It's well. First of all, Todd is so like ironic and. I never know. That could be him being sarcastic, but even if it's not, let's say he's being 100% literal with that.
Okay.
And because even if he isn't, I've seen that same sentiment, right? Like nobody wants to hear your coronavirus jokes. Nobody wants. It's like, are you insane? We're just not going to talk about it. We're going to go up there and just pretend the last 3 months never happened. What? If a room is on fire and you're on stage doing your act, but you have to talk about the fire. Yeah. Like you have to address you have to say something. You're not going to say anything. People would think you're crazy. If you went to a comedy show and the comedian had no idea what was going on for the last 3 months, you'd be like, where has this guy been? Where is this lady coming from? She had no experiences. Dude, this coronavirus didn't affect her at all. It's insane. Go ahead. I get it. I get what they're trying. People are like, we don't want to hear your. Yes, avoid any hacky jokes about anything. Try to avoid them about anything. But the idea that you're not gonna talk about your experience being this once in a generation life-altering thing that happened to everybody and it's not gonna touch your material anyway.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
I think the main reason that I rolled my eyes when I saw it is just because like, I mean, it's hard enough coming up with material. I'm constantly second guessing. Oh, this is this has to have been done, or this isn't fun, this isn't original, this is not, this is blah blah blah. And just to add anything like that is just another block of creativity is just so unproductive.
Yes,
in the world
yes.
of comedy.
And I think the real answer is it's not fun to do this, but just you just when I see stuff like that, like nobody can talk about X, I just dismiss it immediately. It's
Yeah.
like that's for whoever he's intending that for is for who that's for. That's not for me,
Yeah.
because the idea that you're not going to talk about the corona, it's like when Trump got elected, people were like, I'm not going to talk about Trump because there's nothing you can do to make it funny. It's already so insane, and he's so like off the map. Whatever he's weirder than anything you can take and make it weird, right? And I
Yeah.
understand that argument, but you're just not gonna ever talk. Like if something
Right.
comes up, you go, "Oh no, nope, I can't talk about that. I mean, he's the president. It did happen. Like you're just
Yeah.
never going to talk about it. It's strange to just ignore huge chunks. I think it'd be funny, like how far you could like. The coronavirus is a very serious, deadly disease. Hopefully, we get past it at some point. That would be great.
Hopefully it doesn't wipe us out.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think it'll wipe us out. But let's just say there was a disease like even worse, or like let's say there were actual zombies. Let's say that like there were zombies and they were
That's
eating
quite a
us.
leap. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a disease. You know what? Let's say there's monsters. Let's just
Let's
go with monsters.
say Draculas are flying around sucking us dry. Now, are you still want me to go in and just do my material? Hey, don't do your stupid zombies and Draculas have killed 70% of society chunk. Don't do that. Just do the stuff about Zillow and the bank. Right? That's stuff that people come here for an escape. They don't want to hear about the Draculas.
Right.
Murdering everyone. No, the people would like go, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah. People want to go there to make believe everything's perfect outside.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm with you, and yes, like I get that. But here's the other thing that happens. Sometimes people will say, like you said, the cool kids, like just some comedians who would consider themselves like tastemakers or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll say, hey, no one should talk about this, right? And then you go watch their act, and there's like 30% of it is what they said you're not supposed to do. And they're just planting the flag, they want to be the ones. And when they do it, hey, it's ironic, it's twisted.
Yeah.
I did it with a twist.
That's my original take.
Right, it's ironic. It's different, But you can't do that because that would be hacky. No, I'm with you. It's the idea that not talk about it is crazy. I hate when people do that. Like a freaking marching band goes behind you when you're on stage. Just ignore it. Have you played clubs where they tell you not to talk about certain things in the club?
Yeah, they'll be like, there's an alarm that's going to go off halfway through.
Don't address it because it makes us look bad. These rusty nails are going to fall on you throughout but don't say anything, please. It's just a distract. Every comic says something like, no shit, every comic says something. Maybe fix it. Yeah.
Well, good.
Anyway,
good. You're on my side.
I'm on your side. That was an easy one. Of course I was going to be on your side. Did you think that I wasn't? Did you think that I was going to be like,
well, it's not like I said pets are stupid or anything like that.
That was a much more difficult.
That was a tough one.
Much more difficult ask by you. I got another easy one for you though.
All right.
This is right in the wheelhouse. This is just, don't worry about the pandemic. Don't worry about the zombies. Okay. How about this? Folding women's laundry is exponentially more difficult than folding men's laundry.
Of course.
Yeah, right? I got into my wife was like, no. She wouldn't. She was like, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about? If you think about it, like every piece of men's laundry, it's like you can put it in half and then one more half or quarter. I guess it'd be quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Women's laundry, there's all these flowing pieces. There's belts hanging off of stuff. There's like there's no way to fold.
It's like a fitted sheet.
Yeah, it's totally like a fit. It's like every outfit is a fitted sheet.
Stick, and then they have a flowy.
Yeah, there's all sorts of weird things coming off of it, and then there's all sorts of weird angles to it. And folding women's laundry is impossible. And I tried, and I said that I was making like a joke. I thought she would be on my side. I was like, told her, I was like, oh, no one tells you when you get married how difficult folding women's laundry is. And she goes, what? I was like, what do you mean, what? You never noticed that folding my laundry is so much easier than folding your own? She didn't. It was just, maybe it's that thing like,
Was she like offended by it? Like she has to stand up? Like we are equals.
No, I don't think she was offended. I don't know if it wasn't like a women's rights issue or anything. I don't think she was offended. She just was completely like, didn't buy the argument. And maybe it's a thing where you do something really difficult for long enough that you can go do both and it all seems the same to you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It could be. My wife, I'll fold her underpants and there's always a big shit stain in the middle, you know? I don't have an ending to that story. I just wanted to say podcast.
You just wanted to literally air your wife's dirty laundry. Why would you do that? Are you telling me, Johnny, that your underpants don't have shit stains?
Oh God,
so
never,
convenient.
never.
Yeah.
Well, never coming out of the laundry, but
it's like I would just like to take this opportunity to tell all of
say
you
that my wife poops her undies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Yeah,
Too easy.
I totally agree. It's the same thing with because I fold my kids' laundry. Weird. I'll fold it in half, and it's like I don't even know how to pick it up without it unfolding because it's all loose and it's not. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not looking for it. Yeah, when kids' laundry seems tough, but then also like, do you even fold kids' laundry, or can you just kind of like roll it up into when they're there's no folding like onesies or anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but they do.
Yeah.
You can just do it while you watch TV really late at night. That's how I do it.
I imagine you ironing baby clothes, you know? I like a real stiff collar on the onesie.
Yeah. I cannot get this stubborn stain. I got OxyClean squirting it and stuff. Actually, I do. That's true. You do that to get the poop out, but I think we're past that point.
We're always going to get, no matter how high-minded I try to keep this podcast, you're always going to take it to shitting your pants.
Well, eventually. My wife's shitting her pants. Someone's shitting their pants.
Someone's shitting their pants, yes.
To be fair.
You, of course. Yeah. No. Anyway, yeah, so I think we both agree. Women's laundry, by far, way more difficult to fold. And I do it. I do it happily. But I just like a recognition that there's a lot more technique and nuance involved.
Yes.
That's all I'm asking for.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. So for my final one, this is, I don't even know how to word it. This is just, my wife will order clothes and shoes and all sorts of stuff online. I think there are certain items that it's just foolish to buy online. And one of them is clothes. Maybe this will sound sexist, but for a woman anyway, because I've bought clothes online. I don't think I've ever returned anything I've ever bought online. And my wife will she shops online, and then when something doesn't work out, it's, oh, hey, Johnny, can you, I need you to, I forwarded you an email. I need you to print out the label, find a box, wrap it, seal it, and take it to the UPS store because it didn't fit. Like,
right.
So often. And I just am like, you cannot buy things because women's clothes, it's, you get it at this store, the fit is different than this store's fit. Like, why are you buying clothes online?
There's more like, first, women are a little more wanted to fit more exactly. I feel like men we get away with more like keeping stuff looser, so it doesn't really, like, an extra large is an extra large. I mean, there's not a lot of difference, I totally understand that it is so impossible. Anytime the mail gets involved in this day and age, printing out some, like, do you guys even have a printer? I don't have a printer. My wife, she wanted to sign a petition for this thing in Portland.
Yeah.
They wanted us to print out the petition, sign it, then mail. It's like, this will never pass. You will never get anyone. I'm sorry. This is a bridge too far.
I
This
agree.
democracy will not work if it requires printers.
I agree. I don't know why we have lived here, I think 11 months, and we are on our third printer.
Oh, so you do have a printer.
Living here. We do have a printer and scanner.
Do you buy a new printer every time you run out of ink?
I have, since living here, it's been because it's just more cost effective
Right.
to do that.
I don't know anyone who's ever replaced an ink cartridge. I don't think it's ever happened. People just buy new printers. I've never bought a printer.
These printers, like we got them as like her mom had one in her house. Like, I don't know why I have this. You guys can have it. So like I've had 3 brand new box printers in the basement. So every time something doesn't work, I just am like, oh, I'll go get another new printer out of the basement.
But to get to your actual, so you actually, to me, that's the biggest hurdle, is printing out a label.
It's a big pain in the butt, but I don't know. I feel like
that.
Yeah. Is the printing the hardest part? What about driving to the either post office or UPS?
I would rather do that. There's nothing I don't want to do more than if it all involves printing, I'm out.
You guys don't have a printer?
No printer. Haven't had one in 10 years.
So what would you do if you had to do what I did? Like, you order something and they're
not going back. I've never. You said I've never returned anything. I don't think I've ever returned anything ever. I swallow it. I hate the idea of any. I bought these. I had to buy swimming trunks, and it's COVID, so I went into like Big Five for like 2 seconds.
Don't talk about that, please. Don't. We're not supposed to talk about that, Andrew. Don't talk about the COVID.
Oh yeah. In this happy world we live in, where there's no problems. Right. You ever go to Big Five? That's my comedy voice. I don't use it a lot on here. So I went to Big Five, and I was just trying to grab them quick. You're not trying anything on. Like, what are you, insane? Extra large. I get home, and I can't get these things over my knee. It's like, how fat did I get in quarantine? I literally cannot get them on, but they turned out to be like boys, like for kids. Oh. So that was very reassuring to learn that. But then my wife was like, are you going to take them back? I was like, oh my God, no, I'm not going to take them back. Like, oh, these boys' swim trunks didn't quite fit.
Is it because you're so worried what the clerk will think of you? You want them to think you're cool?
Well, it's a lot of layers. One, taking stuff back in the COVID era, I don't know if that's frowned upon. 2, yes, I'm embarrassed. 3, it's a little creepy to be. I don't know why. It just seems kind of creepy. So all that.
Well, it's not like you have to say, "Oh yeah, I don't need these shorts anymore. He's dead."
That would be a great. What a great way to tell someone your child, just a throwaway. Oh yeah, I don't need. He's dead.
Yeah, you don't need his swim shorts anymore. He died.
No, we're taking back all his stuff. We're not just giving it away. We're trying to get a full refund. Right. He died in these trunks. He drowned. And I kind of blame the trunk, so I would like a full refund. I think they were too heavy. I think these swimming shorts were too heavy, and I would like a refund, please. My boy is dead. That's horrible. God almighty.
That is horrible.
But no, so returning stuff is difficult. I don't think I've definitely never returned something online.
Yeah.
But then you're right. The box is the box is a big thing. Do you because then I'll always go, if I do have to, my wife has been doing these paintings for people. She's very artistic. So she paints, she does these paintings, and she mails it. So I have to mail the painting, but then I always take it to the post office and then buy a box at the post office and then put the box together. And then I have to buy, they don't give you the tapes. And then I have to buy tape it gets very expensive. I don't have any of that stuff at my house. Do you have that stuff at your house, and then you
Yeah, we
build
well
your
we
own
have
box?
we have tape because I mean we move so often, or we have been moving so often, so always got box, packy tape. But the boxes, no. I mean, we just I have to wait till she orders another Amazon thing that has a box that fits what I need to return.
Oh, that's actually a great system.
Yeah.
Just stay one order ahead of where the returns. So, but then a perfect. So to you, you're saying just stop ordering clothes online.
Yeah, don't
Try
order
them on at the
anything where
store.
there's a chance that it won't fit. Whether it's shoes, clothes, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I don't know. She'll
Yeah.
buy, a thing and put it on the mantle. I don't like how it looks. Then why did we buy it? We're, half the sellers are like, oh yeah, you send it back, but there's that restocking fee, so yeah, we're sending it back minus the shipping cost of both ways or something.
Right. And the shipping cost is like more than the thing is actually.
Yeah.
This whole
Exactly.
economy is built on like people just returning and shipping items. That's where all the
Yep.
money goes. The actual stuff is
It's
meaningless.
free.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can get behind you. I mean, shopping online is very convenient, but I don't think I buy, even I don't really buy clothes online. It's very difficult because it's like you can't see how, you know,
I
no
don't even buy.
models look like me, so there's no way for me to tell. I've yet to see one model with my body type or facial features. So I need to see how it looks on me,
I don't even buy
non-model.
clothes for myself, period. Unless I'll buy T-shirts. If I find a T, I have 2/3 of my drawers are T-shirts, and I have like Tupperware things in the basement of T-shirts that I just don't want to get rid of because I might want to wear them sometime in the future. Other than that, I don't buy myself clothes. It's all gifts from my wife or mother-in-law at holidays. That's how my wardrobe is consisted of.
Yeah, I can relate to that. But wait, the t-shirts, are they like vintage t-shirts or are they just like
No, they're
nice
like Counting
t-shirts?
Crows or Superman
Yeah.
or, band, I don't know,
Yeah, like
cool
cool,
shirts, concert
like
shirts.
like the graphic, some sort of graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. I have a lot of all my t-shirt. I don't ever buy t-shirts. I always have free like comedy
Comedy
festival
festival. Yeah.
t-shirts and stuff like that. I buy clothes when I like when something happens. So like if there's a show and I need clothes for the like nice clothes for that show, then I'll buy. But have you ever bought a shirt like for something, an event, like a wedding or a show,
Yeah.
and then it's still you wear it, but it still has like the creases from it
Yes.
being at
And
the
it's so
store?
obvious.
And it's so obvious. I got roasted so bad one time by another comic. I wore this like nice button down shirt. I thought I was cool. He was like, dude, you didn't want to throw it in the dryer once before? I was like, oh no.
Because it's got the crease that go this way, but then it has that one fold from the other way. So it
Yeah.
comes to a point you could totally tell.
You just took the pins. There's like one pin still on your shoulder. You're like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
I've got probably 7 swim trunks just because anytime I'm on the road and I want to use the pool at the hotel they put me in and I forgot to pack one, I just go buy one. So I
Yeah.
just accumulate swim trunks.
Get the adults. They fit
Oh, good advice.
way.
Good
Get the
advice.
adult trunks. They fit way better. Yeah, it's hard for me to not because I am pro shopping online because I hate going to the store or the mall or whatever. But you know, she could take back her own. That could be, you could draw the line there and go like, if you buy it, I'll take back the stuff I buy. You take back the stuff you buy.
I'm too scared. I'm too scared to say that because
I wouldn't.
she's literally working
I wouldn't
all
really
day.
say it.
She's working all day and I'm, there's no reason I don't have the time, you know.
Yeah. Look at the studio you had to build.
That's true.
No.
Look at this whole girl. Well, it is a rock.
I think we should end on a strong visual joke like that for the
All right.
podcast listeners. But anyway, I'm with you. I'm with you. just maybe be a little more judicious on the online shopping. Put it that way. Be very delicate. But yeah.
Wait, are you talking to me or my wife? I don't know what judicious means.
Well, I'm not. Now I'm scared of your wife. I'm not telling her what to do.
I'm scared of your wife too. She shits her pants all the time.
Just make the returns, John, and quit bitching about it. How about that? 3 for 4. I'm backing off.
You're backing out.
Yeah.
You were so on board until the very end.
I know. I lost all my nerve. But yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is the Cavalry. Remember, please leave a 5-star review and leave a comment on what you need backup on in your life, and we can talk about it on the show.
Yes, and subscribe to us on Instagram, Twitter, and follow our Facebook.
And YouTube. If you're a YouTube person, you would have gotten that last joke where Johnny knocked on his studio walls.
That's right.
It's very funny visually. It's a real big deal. So subscribe on YouTube. Okay, that's it. Bye, everybody.
Yay! Hey.